Have you ever sent a text to a woman and waited for what felt like hours, maybe even a whole day, only to finally get a reply that's just one word? Okay, or worse, nothing at all. It stings, doesn't it? We've all been there, staring at our phones, wondering if we said something wrong, or if she's just not that into us. It's a frustrating cycle that feels like a game you can't win. But you're not alone in this. Most guys experience it, and it's something we all have to figure out. The real question is, why does this happen, and how can we turn things around? Texting, in today's world, can often feel like a puzzle you're constantly trying to solve. You send a message, then sit there, checking your phone every few minutes, overthinking every word, wondering if you said too much or not enough. And when the reply doesn't come, that empty feeling starts to creep in. What if I told you that, with just a few changes, you could stop playing these games? What if you could send texts that get her thinking about you, texting you back, and actually looking forward to your messages? In today's video, we're going to break down 3 powerful texting secrets that will help you do just that. The truth is, the way most men text doesn't build attraction, it kills it. Without realizing it, many guys text in a way that comes across as desperate, predictable, or even boring. But the good news is, you don't need to keep falling into these traps. You can easily flip the script by understanding a few simple principles. And here's where Stoicism comes in. At its core, Stoicism teaches us the power of emotional control. Instead of reacting to every situation with urgency or anxiety, Stoicism shows us how to be calm, confident, and intentional. And that, my friend, is the secret to effortless texting. When you understand the psychology behind texting, you stop chasing for replies and start creating conversations that feel natural, engaging, and emotionally powerful. So if you're tired of feeling ignored or overlooked, make sure to stick around. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do to turn your texting game around. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because the secrets we're about to uncover will change the way you approach texting with women forever. One of the most powerful tools you can use when texting a woman is curiosity. It's a force that draws people in like nothing else, and it's rooted deep in human psychology. Think about it. Curiosity is what keeps us binge watching a show, glued to the screen to find out what happens next. It's what compels us to click on mysterious headlines or dive into a book we can't put down. When curiosity is triggered, our brain enters a state of tension, desperately wanting closure. We need to know the answer to fill in the gaps. This is why curiosity is such a powerful tool in texting. It's an emotional trigger that works on a subconscious level. By tapping into it, you can instantly make your messages more engaging and hard to ignore. The key here is understanding how curiosity works and how to use it in your texts. When something is left unsaid, it creates a space for the other person's mind to wander, to imagine, to wonder. It's the same principle behind cliffhangers in TV shows, where you're left hanging at the edge of your seat, waiting for the next episode to give you the resolution you crave. It's the reason why headlines like, "You won't believe what happens next," or "This secret will blow your mind," get us to click. It's the desire to know more, to fill in the blanks. Curiosity is one of the strongest emotional triggers, because it makes us feel like there's something important we're missing, and we're instinctively driven to find it. Now, let's talk about why most traditional texts just don't cut it. Think about the most common messages we send. "How was your day?" Or "What's up?" These are nice, polite, and friendly, but they're also bland, predictable, and forgettable. They don't spark any emotion, and they don't give her any reason to respond with enthusiasm. Why? Because they don't create a gap in the conversation. There's nothing left to the imagination. When you send a message like that, it's almost like you've already given her all the information she needs. There's nothing left for her to guess. And that's where the problem lies. These kinds of texts don't make her feel emotionally invested. They don't arouse her curiosity, which is what you need if you want to keep her interested. So, how do you text in a way that sparks curiosity? The secret is to leave some things unsaid. Instead of telling her everything, you give her just enough to make her want more. For example, instead of saying, "I had a great day," try something like, "You won't believe what just happened to me today." Or, instead of, "I was thinking about you," go for a, "I had a dream about you last night." These types of messages immediately create a curiosity gap. They imply that there's a story or an experience waiting to be shared, but they don't give it all away. When she reads these messages, her mind starts working. She starts wondering, what happened? What was the dream about? And before you know it, she's replying, eager to know more. But it's not just about sending any random message that hints at something interesting. The real trick is pacing the conversation. Let's say she responds with, "What happened?" Or, "What was the dream about?" Most guys would immediately spill the entire story, but not you. Instead, you can say something like, "It's actually kind of funny, but before I tell you, have you ever experienced this?" Now, not only have you kept her engaged, but you've also deepened the curiosity gap. She's not just waiting for an answer. She's now part of the conversation. She's involved. Her mind is invested. She's actively wondering, what's the answer? This creates a level of emotional investment that goes beyond just a casual chat. She's no longer just responding to your messages out of politeness. She's actively participating in the interaction, and that's when the real connection begins. When curiosity is used correctly, it becomes more than just a tool for keeping a conversation going. It becomes a way to build emotional investment. The more she's wondering, the more she's mentally engaged. And this is where emotional attraction starts to form. She feels like there's something to discover about you, and the more she's intrigued, the more she's likely to continue engaging with you. This keeps the conversation alive, it keeps things exciting, and most importantly, it makes texting feel effortless. Instead of scrambling for words or trying to fill silence, you're now creating conversations that flow naturally because you've got her attention and her curiosity. This is where Stoicism can come into play. Stoicism teaches us emotional control, and when applied to texting, it can really enhance how we use curiosity. Think about it. When you text with curiosity in mind, you're not desperate for an immediate response. You're not overthinking every little detail. You're practicing patience, which is a key Stoic trait. Patience allows you to wait for the right moment to respond and not rush into giving away everything all at once. By exercising emotional restraint, you're not only keeping the conversation intriguing, but also showing that you're calm, confident, and in control. This patience is crucial because it lets you manage your emotional energy, avoid being clingy, and ultimately creates a sense of intrigue and anticipation in her. It's this balance of emotional control and teasing curiosity that makes your text stand out. And it's something that comes naturally when you practice Stoic principles. So, next time you're texting a woman, try using these curiosity-building techniques. Play with open loops and tease just enough to get her engaged. See how it changes the dynamic of your conversations. you'll find that texting doesn't have to be stressful or uncertain. When you use curiosity, you make texting an enjoyable and effortless part of your interaction. And as a bonus, you'll find that you start eagerly awaiting your next message, wondering what you're going to say next. So what kind of text would spark curiosity in you? Drop a comment below and let's see how we can all improve. Our texting game. Anticipation is one of the most powerful emotions when it comes to building attraction. It's that sense of excitement and curiosity that keeps someone thinking about you long after the conversation ends. Think about how you feel when you're waiting for something exciting to happen, like a surprise gift, an event you've been looking forward to, or even a weekend getaway. The tension builds, the excitement grows, and that waiting period makes the actual event feel even more rewarding. This is how anticipation works in relationships and conversations. It taps into the dopamine system, that feel-good chemical in your brain that gets released when you're expecting something pleasurable or exciting. The closer you get to the moment of realization or the surprise, the more dopamine gets released, making the whole experience addictive. This is why creating anticipation in your texts is such a strong tool. It makes her crave your attention and look forward to the next message. The reason anticipation is so powerful in attraction is that it creates a sense of tension and excitement. When someone is waiting for something they think will be enjoyable, it keeps them emotionally invested in the outcome. This is the key to building a deeper connection because it forces her mind to stay on you. She starts thinking about your texts long after they're sent. Anticipation makes her excited for what's next and keeps her engaged in the present moment. It's like waiting for a surprise that you know is coming, but you can't fully grasp until it arrives. That waiting period is what gets under her skin, making her want to continue the conversation with even more eagerness. Now, here's the mistake that many men make. They ruin the potential for anticipation by over-explaining or revealing everything up front. It's easy to fall into the trap of being too eager to share every detail, like saying, "I planned a surprise for you," or "I have something special for you." While these are sweet gestures, they remove all the mystery and excitement. When you tell her everything up front, you're removing the very thing that makes the situation exciting, the mystery. Instead of feeling anticipation, she knows what's coming, and the thrill of the unknown is gone. So when you want to create anticipation, you have to leave room for her to wonder. Saying something like, "I have something planned, but you'll have to wait and see," or "I'm doing something special for you on Friday, but I'm not going to tell you yet," keeps her interested without giving away too much. It sparks her curiosity and ensures that she stays emotionally involved, building tension and excitement in the process. So how do you text to build this kind of anticipation? It's all about what you say and how you say it. For example, you could text her, "I saw something today that reminded me of you. I'll tell you about it later." Or, "I've got something planned for Friday. You're either going to love it or be really curious, but I'm not giving you any more details." These types of texts immediately spark interest and create an emotional gap. They leave her wanting more and eager to know what's coming next. It's all about maintaining a sense of mystery, which is what makes anticipation work. You could also use phrases like, "Do you want to take a guess?" Or, "I could tell you now, but it's much more fun if I don't." These simple phrases add to the playful tension and keep the conversation fun and engaging. The key to maintaining this tension without spilling all the details is pacing. When you give away everything too quickly, the excitement disappears. But when you allow space for her to guess and wonder, it creates an ongoing emotional investment. Even when you're not texting, she'd be thinking about what's next, which helps build attraction over time. Anticipation, in this way, doesn't just make the conversation more engaging. It keeps her emotionally involved even when you're not actively chatting. Stoicism can play a huge role in creating this kind of anticipation. One of the core principles of Stoicism is emotional control. It's about knowing when to act and when to wait, practicing patience, and not rushing into things. When you're texting, this Stoic mindset helps you avoid the temptation to over-explain or give everything away. Emotional mastery, which is a key Stoic trait, is about pacing your conversations. You don't feel the need to rush into revealing every detail because you understand the power of waiting. You have control over your emotions, which makes you less likely to act impulsively or out of anxiety. By embracing this emotional control, you create more space for anticipation to build, making your interactions more meaningful and engaging. So, as you think about your next conversation, consider how you can implement anticipation into your texting. Use some of the strategies we've discussed. Leave things to the imagination. Create that emotional gap and let her guess what's coming next. Watch how this changes the way she interacts with you. She'll be more emotionally invested, excited to hear from you, and eager to know what you'll say next. Share your experiences with anticipation in the comments, and let us know how you plan to use it in your next conversation. It's time to stop overloading with information and start building excitement. One text at a time. When it comes to compliments, many women are bombarded with surface-level remarks like, "You're beautiful," or "You're so hot." While these compliments may seem nice on the surface, they quickly lose their impact because they are so commonly used. These types of compliments focus solely on appearance and don't tap into the deeper qualities that truly define someone. After hearing the same thing repeatedly, it becomes less meaningful and doesn't leave a lasting impression. It's easy to throw out a compliment based on someone's looks, but the reality is, looks alone don't build a real emotional connection. A woman may appreciate the compliment in the moment, but it won't make her feel truly seen or valued. If you want to make a deeper impact, it's important to understand the difference between surface-level compliments and those that genuinely touch on her unique qualities. So, how do you give compliments that stand out and truly make a difference? It's about focusing on her personality, mindset, and the qualities that make her unique. For example, instead of just saying, "You're beautiful," try something like, "I really admire the way you handle stressful situations. You stay calm and collected, and it's impressive." Or instead of just commenting on her looks, say, "You have this amazing ability to make everyone feel comfortable around you. It's such a rare and valuable quality." These kinds of compliments go beyond appearance and show that you truly notice the deeper aspects of who she is. They reflect your appreciation for her character and the way she carries herself. Specificity is key here. Compliments that focus on specific traits show that you're paying attention, and they resonate on a much deeper level. Sincerity is equally important. A compliment that feels genuine will always land better than one that sounds forced. If you're truly admiring her qualities, it will come through in your words. Being sincere shows respect and recognition for who she is as a person, not just her external traits. Timing also matters. Complimenting her when she shares something vulnerable or showcases a unique trait can make your words feel even more meaningful. For instance, If she opens up about a challenging experience she's had, or tells you about something she's passionate about, that's the perfect moment to compliment her on how she handled the situation, or how her mindset inspires you. This kind of thoughtful compliment shows that you value her not just for how she looks, but for the person she is on a deeper level. When it comes to Stoicism, it encourages a deeper appreciation for people beyond surface-level judgments. Stoicism teaches emotional control and mindfulness, which allows you to observe and appreciate the more profound qualities in others. This mindset helps you recognize that true beauty isn't just in someone's appearance, but in their actions, values, and character. When you adopt this perspective, you're naturally more inclined to give compliments that are genuine and focused on a woman's inner qualities rather than her outward appearance. It also teaches you not to seek validation for yourself when giving compliments, but instead to offer recognition and respect. This sense of recognition isn't about boosting your own ego. It's about acknowledging something valuable in her that others might overlook. Offering genuine compliments is a powerful way to elevate the emotional connection between you and her. When you take the time to appreciate the person she is, her mind, her character, and her actions, it makes her feel seen, valued, and respected. These kinds of compliments help build trust and attraction, not just because they make her feel good in the moment, but because they create a deeper bond that isn't based on superficial traits. When a compliment comes from a place of genuine admiration, it has the power to strengthen the emotional connection and make her feel emotionally safe and valued. This is the kind of attraction that lasts and develops into something meaningful. So as you go forward, practice offering genuine compliments in your conversations. Think about what makes the person you're texting unique. What qualities do you admire about her? Compliment her on those traits and reflect on how it feels when someone genuinely appreciates you for who you are. Complimenting someone's personality, mindset, and values creates a more meaningful connection that leaves a lasting impact. Try it in your next conversation and notice how much more powerful your words can be when they are heartfelt and sincere. To wrap things up, let's quickly recap the 3 texting secrets that can truly transform your conversations. First, creating curiosity is about sparking interest and keeping her engaged without giving everything away up front. It's all about teasing, leaving her wanting more, and building a deeper connection. Second, building anticipation is crucial for keeping things exciting. By keeping a little mystery and not revealing everything at once, you create an emotional pull that keeps her interested. And lastly, offering genuine compliments is about going beyond surface-level praise and appreciating her for who she truly is, her character, and her values. These 3 secrets aren't just tricks or gimmicks. They're grounded in emotional intelligence and the principles of Stoicism, which encourage emotional restraint, patience, and respect. Mastering texting is all about emotional control. It's about understanding how to navigate conversations in a way that keeps her invested without coming across as needy or desperate. The key is to remain in control of your emotions and not get lost in overthinking or chasing validation. Texting is just one piece of the puzzle when it comes to building a meaningful relationship. The ultimate goal is to create a connection that's based on respect, emotional depth, and attraction, not just words on a screen. Whether you're texting or engaging face-to-face, the foundation should always be mutual understanding and emotional maturity. As you move forward, remember to stand firm in your boundaries and never settle for a relationship where you're not valued. Be emotionally intelligent in your approach to texting in relationships, And always prioritize your own well-being. Avoid getting caught in toxic dynamics that leave you feeling drained or undervalued. You deserve a relationship where both of you can grow and connect in meaningful ways. Texting is just one tool to help you build that connection, so use it wisely and with purpose. If you found these texting secrets helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment about which secret resonated with you the most. Share how you plan to implement these strategies in your conversations. And be sure to check out more videos for continued learning on emotional intelligence and Stoicism. There's always more to discover, and every step you take brings you closer to building stronger, more meaningful relationships.